to those watching via the live stream. We are so delighted to welcome you to the inaugural UIS Honor Band Festival concert featuring the UIS Band and the UIS High School Honor Band. So thank you so much for joining us. We expect a great show tonight. So many people worked so hard to put this event together. We have been here for quite a few hours, since 8 in the morning, rehearsing and eating ice cream and learning so much from Mr. Mitchell in rehearsal and workshop. And so some of the people I would like to thank personally now, of course, Bill Mitchell, who you'll see so much of. He is the director of both ensembles, a wonderful musician. He's director of so many ensembles in town and also of the UIS band here and also at Glenwood High School. And so many of his bands are winning awards, it seems, not only in Illinois, but national awards too. So we're very, very happy to have him here. And he has a wonderful rapport with students as well. He has them in the palm of his hand. So I've learned a lot today. Though today at lunch in the student union, I saw him bring ketchup and mustard to students upon request. So I'm not sure who's got who. Anyway, so thank you, Bill, for all of your hard work. Thank you also to Logan Campbell for running sectionals today, to my colleague, Dr. Adam Larison, to the UIS administration for supporting all of our musical efforts here. Thank you to NPR Illinois as well for co-hosting this and all UIS music events. Thank you to Brian Reeves and all of the PAC staff for your wonderful, wonderful hard work allowing this event to take place. We're really thankful for this space, for the acoustics, for everything. So thank you. And thank you for supporting your students, your friends, your family, and live music. We're so pleased to see music coming back again. Speaking of live music, we have quite a few events remaining through the UIS music program. And so if you take a look in your program booklets, there's an event calendar. We hope you will be able to come back and join us here in the Sangamon Auditorium and also downstairs in the UIS Studio Theater. Our very next event is Friday, April 29th, so this Friday, and that is the UIS Chorus Concert. So we hope you'll come and join us for that as well. As always, we work very hard to keep our concerts and lectures and other events free and open to the public. And so if you are able and willing to make a donation of any amount, they go directly to our students, and we would be really, really appreciative. To donate, you have there's a donation card in your program booklet, and also you may donate online at uis.edu/music. All right, that's enough out of me. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and I look forward to seeing the smiles on your faces, I hope. Have a good evening.
right, good evening, everybody. It's great to see all of you here. Thank you for coming out to support the UIS band, the high school band, all that kind of stuff. As Dr. Stamatis said, my name is Bill Mitchell. I am the band director, low brass instructor, / the person they left in charge of all these high school kids today as we go through this. So that first piece you heard from the UIS concert band here is, it was entitled Acclamations. It's an Ed Huckabee contest, or composition. Really, really great classic band piece. You got your fast, you got your slow. Really, really catchy. You might be humming it on your way home kind of thing. So our next tune coming up is The Lark in the Clear Air, which is something completely different. This is a composition or arrangement by Clifton Taylor, and this is a gorgeous piece that also has a really cool effect in our flute here in the front. So Megan is kind of acting as that lark in the clear air while the rest of the band kind of sets up the atmosphere and things like that. So there are moments where she's kind of in her own time signature, a completely different time signature than the rest of the band. It's very free, it's very flowing, and it's just an overall gorgeous piece. So we hope you guys enjoy The Lark in the Clear Air. All right, so our next selection here is choreography that was written by Robert Sheldon. If you don't know the name Robert Sheldon, you probably aren't all that into the band world, but if you are in the band world pretty much at all, you've heard the name Robert Sheldon before. Prolific composer, especially of like the 1990s, 2000s, things like that. Just a really staple name in the modern concert band world. And this is a great piece. It's not an easy piece, but this is a really, really great piece. And it's been a joy to kind of work up with this group here. So we hope you enjoy kind of the, no pun intended with the choreography, but very much flips, acrobatics, that kind of stuff is kind of what's meant to be entailed here. As you can tell, the dude on the cover is doing like a one-handed handstand here. So if you need a visual representation, maybe the camera can see that as we go through. So we hope you enjoy Robert Sheldon's choreography. All right, and then before we start our last piece here, I want to just kind of talk about this group a little bit. So the group behind me here, this is the official UIS concert band. Can you put your hand up if you're actually a UIS student, please? Notice it's only about like half of them. So the other half of this is community members, faculty, and things like that. So if you are a musician, you're like, hey, that sounds like fun. You can come join this group. Just shoot me an email, wmitc2@uis.edu. This is our last concert of the year, but in the fall, we start up. So community members are welcome, high school students are welcome, so any of you that are in the honor band today and are not sick of me yet and would like to work more with me, you can come play in this group on Monday nights, okay? We rehearse from 4 to 6, so just want to throw that out there, got to plug it a little bit, okay? We're a little bit smaller than we normally are, we'd love some more faces. So if you are like a previous musician or a parent of a musician, you want to get your instrument back out, we are more than happy to have you in this group here. It's a good time, we have a lot of fun. As you can tell, we play some fun music. I try to pick stuff that I think all the participants will like as we go through. Okay. That being said, we're going to go ahead and close with this really nice Brant Carrick piece. This is entitled The Old Red Mill. So this is going to start with a really lovely setting here at the beginning, a slow, beautiful melody that then goes into like this very Americana, very like dance, like just very like tribal basic type of, you know, just base human instinct kind of thing in a very, very fun way. So it took me a while to come up with an analogy, but almost like imagine a wedding as we go through this piece. The beginning is kind of the formal setting, the really emotional stuff, right? The ceremony, you know, all those kinds of things. And then the second half is like the party that happens after, right? So that's the reception. So it kind of slowly winds its way up to the end. Kind of, if we've all been to weddings, we know that by the end of the night, it gets a little bit out of hand and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what happens here in this piece. So we hope you enjoyed this last selection from the UIS Concert Band. Before we take a short intermission, we're going to change the setup just a little bit. We're going to let our high school students get their instruments out, get warmed up a little bit on stage, and then we'll start the second half with the UIS Honor Band, and we'll finish on our program. So without further ado, this is the UIS Concert Band, and this is Brant Carrick's The Old Red Mill. safe stage or something like you're using, and get you back on. Okay, so that second row you start with. I'll get that first row then. We're gonna have some extra chairs and stands, so I don't know if you want to grab a rack.
We're going to take this one down to the strategy. So let's take a chair back.
Just stay off stage, shoulder. Okay. Actually, yeah, we added one chair to this row. Took one chair from that. So one less chair. No, in the third row, it should actually be 6. No. Wait. I lied. Same amount. Set. Set. Yeah. All right, here we go, second half. So, come on, man, I'm trying to talk, okay? All right. So, I'm a little out of breath. That first tune right there is such a great concert opener, staple of the band world. That's called Into the Clouds. That's a Richard Saucedo piece. Fantastic, really, really great. Not very easy, especially when you have one day of rehearsal to put all this stuff together. So we started today at 10 a.m., and knowing me, I spent the first entire hour just on like warm-ups and fundamentals and things like that. So really, they've only had like 4 hours of rehearsal on all this stuff. So like an hour a tune, which if you don't know how a normal band cycle works, normally like you work on a set of music for months, like an entire semester, and then you perform. So these guys have done just like turbo mode. They've done an amazing job. They've only complained a little bit, and it's probably just because I'm a bit of a crazy person. They've had to deal with me. So, but this has been such a great group of students to work with today. Really great sounds coming from these guys, and just the fact that they've just been so open and willing and to try new things has been such a good time. So we're going to continue on now with our second tune. This is 3 airs from Gloucester. Gloucester. Okay, I was taught some Irish pronunciations here. Essentially, these are 3 like folk tunes from Western Europe, things like that. Really, really nice. The first one's just this really good bouncy one. It's all about the Jolly Earl. Very, very bouncy, very fun, very folky. Second one is this gorgeous 3/4 melody that we have, and then the last one is like almost like this pirate shanty in a way. It's this 6/8 kind of sailors thing as we go through. So I'll give you the same spiel I give every time I do a piece that has multiple movements. Common practice and like proper etiquette dictate that you don't clap in between movements. I personally don't care. If you like what you hear, go ahead and clap after they get done, okay? And we'll go from there. So there'll be 3 movements. Feel free to clap in between because that does not offend me. It just shows that you like what they're doing up here, and they could probably use a little bit of that encouragement as we go through. So we hope you enjoy 3 airs from Gloucester. Is that good? Better, okay. I heard a yeah out there, so I'll take that, okay? All right, we hope you enjoy this next one here. Thank you, specifically to Jacob Wilcoxon for the woos back there. We appreciate your support there. Got it, okay. Next up, we have this gorgeous tune by one of my favorite modern band composers. This is Randall Standridge's Gently Blows the Summer Wind. This is a fantastic piece. It's gorgeous. You're going to hear some weird, like, different antiphonal effects in the back. We have three different people playing three different triangles back there that are supposed to kind of represent just like the gentle ringing of like wind chimes in the summer, things like that. So they're not playing like in time in any way. It's just kind of back there. It's all this really great sound, really great, lovely melodies throughout, some interesting colors as we go through, and just a really powerful piece. With a powerful story to it. I debated telling the story because it's really sad, but long story short, this piece was commissioned by Salem High School back in 2007. They commissioned it in order to, in remembrance of one of their students that unfortunately passed away at a very, very young age. So this is a really great way to be remembered and things like that. The kids and I, we worked a lot on this piece just because even though the notes and rhythms in this are not hard, the music in this is very, very challenging, and they've done just such a fantastic job with this piece. So I hope you guys enjoy Gently Blows the Summer Wind. really hope like my voice in that was not picked up on the microphones, because I was just like, yes, in the middle of that big section there, because it's just such a gorgeous piece, huge arrival, really musically challenging to play that piece, especially on one day notice with at least half the band, people you've never met before in your entire life. So this has been just such a great experience, at least for me. I guess I can't really speak for the kids. I hope it's been good for you guys. Reese is giving me a thumbs up, so we'll take that, I guess. This has been a blast. I've never actually had the opportunity to do one of these things before. I've been to like a billion of these things, both as a student and a director, but I've never actually got to do one. So I was a little scared this morning coming in to work with these guys. But like I said, this group of students has just been absolutely phenomenal. They've been so easy to work with. They've done just about anything I've asked them to do. They've taken some risks. They've answered some questions. We've had a lot of fun, possibly too much fun, but that's something for another time. So we're hoping that this becomes a big thing. This is the first time UIS has ever done this. We're learning with the process and things like that. But I would be really rude if I didn't give some thank yous here at the end. So I need to make sure that I thank Dr. Stamatis and Dr. Larison for helping put together all the logistics of scheduling the room and getting all the things out and designing the application portal and all that stuff that I didn't have to deal with, which was amazing. I just got to walk in and work with these guys, and it was pretty good. I also need to make sure that we thank our student workers, Abigail, Sue, and Melody Colonel, who helped all day. They were here. I made at least 3 or 4 times make them run across campus to get stuff from the music building. So hopefully they feel appreciated, because they are very much appreciated here. But yeah, so moving forward, we're hoping this becomes a yearly thing. We hope to see more of you here. Those of you that are high school students, especially those of mine that have come to support your friends, I appreciate you, but come play next year. Yep, I hear another whoop back there. There we go. So as we move forward, we're going to end with this really nice piece that I actually just discovered looking for music for this group here. This is a piece called Crown of Castile. This is a Spanish march. You can tell because it says Spanish March in parentheses underneath the title. And you'll be able to tell immediately from the sounds. So this has been a fun, interesting piece to put together because it's a style that most of us haven't dealt with before, so it's something brand new. So we have some really great habanero rhythms going on. So like this is essentially like a Spanish dance, okay? So like trying to figure out the right way to like approach this tune and talk about the style of it and things like that. What I ended up going with was, okay, everyone right now, we'll do this together, so we can all do it together. So if you want to close your eyes, you can, if you have a good imagination. Who here has watched Tom and Jerry or like old school cartoons before, okay? Has there ever been an episode where like he's gotten like a love potion or something like that, and all of a sudden he can do like Spanish dances and he takes the rose and does that kind of stuff? That's essentially what this is a exaggerated of what is cultural in Spain when it comes to dance music and things like that. So actually I think Simon so put it. I tried to think of a way to put this in, like, it's kind of flirtatious, you know what I mean? It's very much out there. So actually Simon, one of our percussionists, had dubbed this is the sexy march as we're going through. So hope you enjoy. We hope you enjoy this Spanish march, this great tune entitled The Crown of Castile. Thank you one more time for coming out and supporting these students. They've done an amazing job. Can you give them one more round of applause, please? All right, so here's our last tune. We hope you enjoy, and we hope you have a great night, and we hope to see you at future UIS music productions. I forgot one thank you. You may notice that someone in this band doesn't look like everybody else. They might be a little bit older. So we had one of our trumpet players this morning, last night, I guess they tested positive for COVID. For the safety of everybody here, they decided not to come and participate today. So Tom, one of our community members from the UIS band, filled in for us on second trumpet. Can we get a round of applause for Tom, please? Alrighty, so if you have a student here in the band, they're gonna leave stage here in just a second. They will grab their personal belongings and they will meet you out in the lobby out that way, okay? So we will see you guys then. Thank you again one more time for coming and supporting these students. This stuff doesn't happen unless we have an audience like you guys. So thank you, have a great night, and we will see you guys next time.